Thursday on TNT, Kemba Walker makes his return to Charlotte for the very first time as a visiting player. Celtics and Hornets at 8 Eastern time, followed by the Blazers and Clippers, a game in which Kawhi Leonard is expected to be in the lineup. That was not the case Wednesday when the Clippers rested him for the second time this season. It just so happens both games were ESPN broadcasts. Remember, 2 years ago, the league established new rules prohibiting teams from resting healthy players on national TV nights. However, according to a league statement, Kawhi's situation does not apply. He's not a, quote, healthy player under the league's resting policy, and as such, is listed as managing a knee injury in the LA Clippers injury report. The league office, in consultation with the NBA's director of sports medicine, is comfortable with the team's medical staff's determination that Leonard is not sufficiently healthy to play in back-to-back games at this time, end quote from the league. Now, Kawhi has not played in back-to-back games since the end of the 16-17 season. It's been a while. This has become the new normal for him and obviously now for the LA Clippers. I guess my first question is, should this even be news at this point? I mean, it's a bummer when he doesn't play, but it's not really, unusual.
No, it's not unusual. It's our new NBA, and it's the way Kawhi, to your point, hasn't played back-to-back since 16-17. We as fans, we as guys been around the game a long time, Matt, we don't like it, but it is what it is now. And only Kawhi knows his body the way he does. Now, if Kawhi is telling the doctors sitting down and what he did last year to prove that it works. Back-to-back nights not working. If I played 4 games in 8 nights, I'm not 100%. Now, us old school guys, you listen to old players that, wait a minute, we were always tired 3D, we still had to play through it. Hey guys, 80s, 70s, 90s, turn the page. This is the new NBA. If your greatest players aren't healthy at the end of the season to help you win the championship, there's no way you can win it. Last year, Kawhi proved it. That's what works for him.
And if you're the league, obviously you want to manage it as best you can. You want to encourage teams to play their best players on these national broadcasts, but you'd also rather have them available at the end of the season and the postseason.
Yes, the only small message I will say that, like Doc Rivers the other day when the first time he set out, Kawhi feels the best ever in his life. No, Doc, now you're sending mixed messages by saying he feels great and he sets out where now you've played 7 games. Now maybe he is banged up a little bit and he needs some rest. So just make sure your message is consistent, then we can deal with it better.
Probably get no complaint from Giannis Antetokounmpo, who didn't have to deal with Kawhi on the floor. He is the first player in NBA history with at least 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists through 8 games. He said a week or two ago he's only at 60% of his development. Obviously, the jump shot is part of that. But what else is there? I mean, 40% more to reach his capacity?
Decision making. That's it. There's a certain time throughout the game where he gets to going a little too fast. He's coming downhill. He leaves his feet and makes some errant passes. The 3-point shot, like we saw tonight, Matt, those type of threes, yes, Giannis. Look, Montrezl Harrell is disrespecting you backing up to the free throw line. Yes, take those, shoot those with confidence. Well, I don't want you to come out tomorrow night and take 10 threes because you've made a couple threes the night before. That's not what made you an MVP. That's attacking the paint, living in the paint, and making easy shots for your teammates.
He also airballed a free throw, if you want to.
I don't mind.
If you want to nitpick that. I think he was 12 of 15 ultimately, but one of them didn't hit the rim. In Salt Lake City Wednesday night, Ben Simmons was playing until he wasn't playing. According to the team, Simmons suffered a sprain of his right AC joint early in the Sixers' second straight loss. Here's Brett Brown on what his team was missing with Simmons unavailable down the stretch.
With Ben Simmons out, obviously, that second half, that could affect you guys. Where did you miss him the most?
I mean, defensively, coming up probably with some of those rebounds that they got and we did not. Defenses where I think we felt the pain of not having him, the most. After that, you're just missing, a veteran athlete, a veteran in my world, to come in and sort of keep the group together.
Real heavyweight battle in the paint in Salt Lake City. Joel Embiid went for 27 points and 16 boards. Rudy Gobert only took 8 shots. That's not that unusual for him.
Right, exactly.
14 points, 16 boards before he fouled out. 5 of those 6 fouls were committed against Embiid. That's no small thing. Gobert was already gone late when the Sixers still had a chance, down just 4 points, but without Simmons out there and with Embiid out by the 3-point line, They never even got a shot off on that possession. What happened to them late, and how much are you concerned about execution with this team?
I'm very concerned about execution because you realize late in the game you need 2 points to extend the game. And to your point, why has Embiid stopped at the three-point line? Now, Nato, I would wish he'd have kept his dribble, Matt, and said, big fella, no, that's where you know, don't give it to Josh Richardson. Or Josh Richardson says, hey, Embiid, get to the block, we're coming to you. Now you're out there by the three-point line. The defense by Utah is good to get the ball back, and now you don't even get a shot at the basket. Very concerned about execution because you have to know time of possession, where your best player is, and make sure he gets the ball in the right position so you at least get a shot at the basket. And
Embiid was 1 of 5 from three-point range. He's, right. you know the numbers. He's got to get deeper into the paint at some point.
And Matt, Embiid has to know that now.
Yeah.
We know you can shoot threes. We know you can go on the perimeter. But late game situation, you're dominant in the post. Right. You either get fouled or get to the free throw, or your teammate gets a wide open shot.
Especially with Gobert not on.
Exactly.
Sixers Jazz is your game of the day on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern here on NBA TV. Coming up, you'll hear from the Beard after another big night in the Rockets' Houston homecoming.